In this video, we're going to look at top trading quotes from Bill Lipschutz, one of the most famous Forex traders and possibly best Forex traders in the world. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you. Okay, so I've got top trading quotes from Bill Lipschutz, one of the most famous probably Forex traders in the world. Is he the best? Arguably, he's one of the better ones. He's got some pedigree behind him. But regardless of that, he's managed some serious money. He's had a lot of experience in the market. So this is the kind of stuff that we can have some takeaways from. Okay, so I've got for you 1, 2, 3, 4 of his best quotes that really are something that we should probably take on board to become better traders ourselves. All right, the first one. You have to figure out how to make money being right 20 to 30% of the time. So what does he actually mean by that? What he means is, hey, listen, if you're trying to make money by being right 50, 60, 70% of the time, it's not going to happen. You know, we've seen this as well with lots of other top traders and fund manager quotes. They say, listen, you've got to figure out a way that you can still be profitable and be wrong. I mean, his extreme, be wrong 80% of the time, 70% of the time, be wrong. So what does that mean for us? It's the same old thing, guys. We have to cut those losers. We have to make sure that when the winners are winning, we're making a lot more on those. So what does that mean if we drill down even further? It's risk reward ratio. You know, we've got to be looking for 8 to 1s, 10 to 1s, 5 to 1s. We have to look for those decent risk reward plays. So regardless of what kind of strategy we're trading, regardless of what kind of time frame we're trading, we need to look at our stop level and we need to honestly say to ourselves, hey, listen, my stop is 100 pips when trading Forex, 50 pips, whatever it is. Has this got the potential to move 250 pips, 500 pips, 1,000 pips? If it hasn't, and you can't see it up there and it doesn't make any sense, then there's no point taking the trade. And we'll come on to that in a second. But to stick to these kind of rules, some of the big guys are saying, you know, we've got to take this on board. We've got to say, listen, the risk reward ratio has got to be so good that there's no point in taking it unless it's really, really good. All right, number 2, you need to think differently than the crowd. So his comment here was, hey, it's very hard to think differently from the crowd, but that's what you need to do to make money. Now, we all know that when the crowd gets behind something and it moves aggressively, it's going to move and there's money to be made that way. But, you know, the big money, the opportunities, the decent risk reward ratio plays are thinking one step ahead of the crowd. Not necessarily differently than the crowd. I mean, I know he said differently there, but maybe one step ahead. Okay, what will happen if this, then this, then this? So like the chess game in the markets. That's where the big plays come, you know, when the start of trends occur, when the end of trends occur, meet in the middle of trends, just kind of, you know, trying to front run before the crowd gets involved. So thinking differently might be, okay, I want to get on board before the crowd comes on. I want to get out just as the crowd kind of finally gets on board. That might be thinking differently. But as he said, it's hard to do that, but it's kind of what we have to do to become, you know, great traders in this business. And number 3, know your risk reward ratio as it stands now. What does he mean by that? This is a great one. You start off with a trade and you say, you know what, I've got 50 pips risk. We'll use that same example again. And I've got 250 pips target, nice risk reward ratio trade. Trade goes your way. It's still chugging your way, 100, 150 pips. You've still got your target up there. Where's the risk reward ratio now in the trade? You knew it at the beginning of the trade. It was 5 to 1. You 50 pips risk, 250 pips target, easy. As you're pushing along, the risk reward ratio changes. Perhaps you've got 150 in the bag now. Are you still risking that full 150 plus the 50, 200 to make that little bit extra? The risk reward ratios change completely. So the point is, you always need to be refining the risk reward. You know, an extreme example, which I think I've done a video on before, these subscribers are probably going to remember this one. We talked about, hey, how do we drag our stop up? Let's say we're 10 ticks away from our 500 pip target and your stop is still where it was. All of a sudden, the risk reward in the trade there is way skewed. You could give all that money back. And another thing he says is, hey, playing with the market's money is complete nonsense. It's your money. You need to manage it as such. So how do you do that? Well, always been aware of the risk reward. So where now is the risk of being long? Is it worth still being long now? Can I have my stop in a set position here? You know, where's my target? How does that fit with the risk reward play? Can I bring my stop tight, or do I need to leave it quite wide? If I need to leave it wide, am I still prepared to play with it? That kind of situation. That's what he's thinking of. That's what he's talking about when he says know your risk reward as it stands now. Because we can all do it at the start of the trade. We go, yeah, 5 to 1, 10 to 1, whatever it may be. But when we're in the trade, it's changing dynamically. We need to be aware of where the risk is. And if you think about it, before I move on to the next one, you think you've had a kind of spread of trades that were all going your direction, all very, very close. You know, suddenly the risk on that portfolio, on that position, that book you've got is quite large, because if they all roll down back to your stop, you've given back a massive amount. So just being careful of that one. That's a good one there. Right, okay, final one here. What have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. If traders sat on their hands more, they would make more money. We hear this a lot, guys, and it's so true. Overtrading kills traders. I don't care if you're day trading, swing trading, investing, whatever you're doing. If you're overtrading, you are probably going to fail. You know, that's the way it is. I know from my experience, times when I've spells where I've overtraded, when there's no opportunity and I've pressed for stuff that's not there, it's never done me any good. You might get away with it, but at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. And in actual fact, if you keep on doing it, it's the kind of thing that will turn you into a losing trader, or will not give you a chance to be a successful trader. It's being very careful. All these are very similar, aren't they? You know, it's like, look for the high risk reward plays. If you're doing the very good high risk reward plays, and you would be sitting on your hands, that's the two thing. And knowing your risk reward as you're in the trade will make a lot of sense as well now, because maybe you're going to come out of it because the risk reward ratio is not there. Maybe you're not going to go in a trade because as the risk reward, as it starts moving in the direction, you'll think, well, actually, I can't really manage that risk successfully. It's cherry picking the best trades. Now, I know, okay, cherry picking, we go in hindsight, oh, that was a great trade or whatever. I'm not talking about that. It's talking about listening, writing down exactly what you'd like to see, your A+ setup, and just trading that. And your A+ setup has got to contain in it a really good risk reward ratio so that you can trade that strategy, be wrong 80-70% of the time, and still make money in it. All right, guys, any more that you know, stick them in the comment section below. If you like this kind of stuff, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. More videos from me, other guys on the channel, around about here. Click the button. All right, take care. Keep your risk managed, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.